Hello, friends. Today I wanted to talk to you about Bitcoins and how Bitcoins relates to what the events going around us from a spiritual perspective. I'm sighing because one of the things that you see from a lot of people is that they think that money and getting money is a detriment to spiritual growth. And in most cases, it can be very quickly. It always starts out innocuously enough. But, and I won't go into all those ways that it can go into a problem, but I wanted to talk about the exception to the rule. And this video is actually meant to spiritual people that want to do good, that feel that they have a mission to accomplish and they need money to do it. So this is designed to help them. About a year ago, last fall, I made a video said I was going to make millionaires of 100 people. So this is the manifestation of the causal order I put into the universe. And I've signed up with a company that does both multi-level marketing on Bitcoins, two parts. And so that I signed up some people that call back and say, well, this is something like a Ponzi scheme. Okay, and apparently I haven't looked. I just signed up a couple of days ago. And so what they told me today is that when you buy a packet, okay, a packet is a part of a Bitcoin. And 65% of that packet goes to pay commissions in a multi-level marketing format. And if you've been in multi-level marketing, you understand that there's different levels of payback. This one goes down 10 levels. So, an example, if somebody signs up with you and you sign up 10 people, and those people either go out and get other people to buy Bitcoins, or they buy Bitcoins themselves. They end up, a portion of that commission of that sale goes to you. Okay. Now, and so only 65% of what you put in to the purchase of the Bitcoin goes to the actual purchase of it. And this could be considered a Ponzi scheme if they never invested anything in the market and just took the 65% and paid out to the people that were signed up a commission. Okay, and this is what happened to somebody named Bernie Madoff, which is a big story here in the United States. Okay, he ended up just saying he bought stock in the marketplace, and people were fooled for a number of years. Okay, so that it would have gone on for another little bit if somebody hadn't ratted them out. Okay, and so this could be considered a Ponzi scheme, except for one thing. And what that thing is that Bitcoins are going up in value. For instance, if you invest in this thing, they're saying they're going to give you 1% per day on your investment. Okay, well, this is going to work if I think it's 140 days, your money doubles. I'd have to go back and look. And so then if you're 60, so if you invested $100 in a package, which I think it's 50, you start out with, so it's a small entry fee. You start out with $50 or $60, I'm sorry, 50 pounds, $60. They will pay you daily 1% a day. So if you have a Bitcoin and you have $65 worth of a Bitcoin, in 140 days, I think they're saying that you will have $130. It will have doubled. And the reason that they're able to do that is because Bitcoin is going up. And it's going up dramatically. Okay, give you some comparison. Gold, which used to serve as an inflation hedge, is not. It stayed pretty much the same. The price of the Bitcoins has doubled in the last little bit. I don't know exact time. You can go look up Bitcoin and see for yourself. It dropped a quarter of the value about a couple of weeks ago because the Chinese government, in trying to crack down on people taking money out of the country, closed down the Bitcoin exchanges. Didn't affect the value of the Bitcoin except for that one day when it went down 25%. Within a week, it was back again, right near where it was. Anyway, and there's a guy named Tom Lee who's an analyst, and I think he was an analyst for Citibank. And he came out on CNBC and said that his prediction is that Bitcoin will be at $55,000 in a couple of years. Okay, so if this company is investing in the Bitcoins will return the cost of the commissions and even make you a small profit. Okay, even in 140 days. After that, it will double in another 140 days. So the commission costs are absorbed by the increase in the Bitcoin. So it actually makes a profit. So it's like the stock market in this way. Okay. In the future, this system will become a Ponzi scheme once the increase in the Bitcoin goes away. So what I'm using this initial talk about Bitcoins to tell you that I'm going to look for the signs of when to get out. Okay, and that I'm going to get out before this whole cycle finishes. And how I'm going to do that is the downline, and I'm going to recommend before the whole thing finishes to get out and buy Bitcoins that are backed by gold. There is a Bitcoin system that has that. For every Bitcoin you buy, they buy a certain amount of gold. Okay, so, and that way they will transfer it out of a future Ponzi scheme into something that is more like a hedge against inflation. But at a high, so you will be at a high, so this will provide people an entry into the Bitcoin market in a way that other people cannot, and to transfer out before the whole thing becomes a cropper. And what this is for spiritual people to make some money to be able to deal with the crisis that's already upon us. I will add a link to sign up if you want to find out. So my recommendation is find out about Bitcoins because this is the future. Okay, the way you find out about things, you get involved both from the inside and the outside to learn about Bitcoins and use it to your advantage to make your life better. Okay, the real problem is with this Bitcoin thing is that you're going to make an initial investment, 60 bucks. You're going to wait 140 days and you're going to cash out and you're going to have the money in your bank. The problem is going to come not then, but a couple of years down the road. What people will do. Okay, so you've seen this time and time again. You've seen this with the tulip mania in the 1800s. And you've seen it a number of different ways. Okay. For instance, Bernie Madoff promised people 8% a year. Okay. And he was able to do that by siphoning off money from people that invested in the future to pay the people the 8%. Okay. Oh, where was I? Okay, so this is for spiritual people. Okay. The problem with this system that it pays off and will continue to pay off for a while is that people get greedy. Okay. So you may not listen if you invest in this and your money doubles and you stay in it, an extra year. At that point, you're going to lose, somebody's going to lose money. Okay, you don't know who, but it's going to guaranteed to be happen. So what I am proposing to do is to figure out when you're still at least another year left in the system and get out, because the people that are still in the system will make money in the immediate future. So I really want to be clear about that. And you shouldn't invest if you think you're going to be too greedy. You're going to make money. You're going to double your money. You're going to be ready for the catastrophe that's already upon us. So I didn't know when I made my video, and you can go, I'll put the date back on it and a link to it so you can go look at it and see. Okay, I didn't know it was going to happen this way. Okay, but this is the only way you can make enough money quickly enough to be able to be insulated from the calamity that's coming. Thank you.